So today we are going to define our requirements for a cryptocurrency trading bot. And we are going to use ChatGPT to define these requirements, give us the step-by-step guide on how we should build this out. First, let's see what model we should be using. ChatGPT 4.0 or Omni 1 or any of these other Omni 3. I think it's Omni 3. Mini high, great at coding and logic, but we might want to be using that one. Let's see though. We want to build out a crypto trading bot and need your help. First, what model ChatGPT should we use? I think 4.0 is good. We can mess around with 0.3 mini high a little bit and see if there's any difference there when we get into the coding portion, but I think we're going to stay with the 4.0 for now. So let's see. So it's going to want us to define our trading strategy, of course. What are we going to be trading? Pairs, market pairs. So I think we will want to trade Bitcoin and Ethereum at first. We'll do a lot of back testing on Bitcoin and Ethereum with a stablecoin as the pair. The time frame, we'll have to do a lot of back testing on the different time frames and see what our analysis is telling us, whether or not 1 minute or 5 minutes is good for our strategy, or whether we want to get into an hour, 4 hours, or the daily time frame. We'll have to see what our technical analysis we're going to use for buy signals and sell signals. Our tech stack. So Python's recommended, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Is we're going to use Python as our coding language. Market data, the APIs to get market data. We're going to want to go with an API that's free to use. Hopefully, getting market data for these lower time frames. Hopefully it's free, but sometimes that can cost some money to get that information. What databases are we going to do? I use MySQL. So choose your tech stack, connect to an exchange API. We aren't going to use Binance because it's restricted in my area. So that's going to have to change. Fetching market data. Building our trading strategy, we'll have to get into that. Placing live trades, we'll do a lot of back testing before we place those live trades. Having a stop loss for a trading bot, that is a must. I would say if you have a trading bot that doesn't have stop losses, you can really shoot yourself in the foot there. Take profits. Come up with a strategy for our take profits. There's back testing. It should come first. Pulling and automating. Yep, it's a trading bot, so we're going to want to get this on probably our AWS EC2 instance, I believe, are free and can run those 24/7. Monitor and optimize. Okay. Yeah. More back testing basically, or real testing in the market. Okay, this is nice. So they give us a little summary of what needs to happen here. I want to trade crypto on an exchange. Typing's hard. I want to trade crypto on an exchange that has low gas fees and has an API that can be easily integrated. What do you suggest? Back to trading bots that are good in the US. Let's see. What exchanges can we connect to in the USA that have low gas fees? And it looks like the best option after that would be Strike. Zero maker or taker fees. Wow. Only for Bitcoin trading. That could be a cool option. But we want something that can do more than just Bitcoin. So let's look into Kraken. I think Kraken would be a decent exchange for us. Can you give us more information on Kraken? Okay, so it's trustworthy. Over 300 cryptocurrencies, plenty of advanced trading options, somewhat competitive fee structure. I'm not sure about all this. This might get us in the end. These small fees can kill a trading bot very easily. Okay, so API integrations. This is something that's going to matter to us. We need to dig into this more. Is available. We've got customer support. I'm sure that's good. Integrate a trading bot that uses Python with the Kraken API. Yes. Okay. That's good. Okay, that's nice. We can get live ticker pricing from Kraken, place our market orders, look at open orders that we have. Telling us features. Sorry, trying to tell us strategies that we can use or technical indicators. All right, so our strategy. Let's see what our strategy is going to want to be. What would be a good trading bot strategy? Trend following versus scalping versus AI. So following market trends, that's going to be a longer term, so days to weeks. medium to long-term profits. Can have lower trading frequencies. That's good. Can be. Okay, so this is just telling us how the strategy would work, looking at EMAs, exponential moving averages, or I believe this one's simple moving averages. And it's giving us the code that it would do for this exact strategy. Okay, that's cool. Easy to implement. A lot of false signals in sideways markets. Okay. Get our scalping strategy. Best for high frequency trading. 1 minute or a 5 minute. I like the Bollinger Bands. That could be a cool technical indicator to use with the trading bot. I think that would be, especially paired with relative strength index. We could add another technical indicator in there and maybe strengthen that by sell signals. And give us our code here. It's good for volatile markets, high frequency trading. Requires low fees. So this is what I was saying earlier. Our fees are going to matter, and I think Kraken could be the right spot for us. I think we're going to be looking at more of something with trend following and also scalping, so we can follow the trend, make sure we're in a bullish market, and then scalp longs, so that we can have that automated trade, getting those quick profits, but also be in a bullish market, which you always want to be following the trend when you're trading. So we want to have a trading strategy that follows the trend, also scalps. What would that look like? We can use our exponential moving average, and we can use an EMA 20 or 50. We could change these values for something longer or shorter, just depending on what our back testing is going to do for us. And then at our Bollinger Bands, these values we'll have to back test. These RSI values in the Bollinger Band values. And of course, our stop loss, take profit rules, those are going to have to be back tested as well. But this gives us a good structure of what our strategy could be. All right. And code for those things, we can dive into code in the next video. This is more requirements building, understanding where we're heading and what we're trying to build in the first place. What risk management should we implement for a strategy like this? We'll only risk 1 to 2% of our total portfolio. Okay, so we have a $10,000 portfolio, only risking $100 or $200. Okay. This keeps us in the game even after multiple losses. The important thing about risk management is in back testing. So those kind of go hand in hand. Some more code. Daily loss limit. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if we're going to be making that many trades in a day, but yeah, we could set a limit on how many trades we want to take in a day. That would be okay. We could implement a trailing stop loss eventually. It's a little more tedious to monitor down the road, but it's okay. Okay, so we want to trade on the Kraken exchange using their API and Python as the coding language. We want to implement a trading strategy that uses RSI, EMA, and we could use MACD or Bollinger Bands. I think MACD be a cool indicator for us to use. And we can just start with that, and we can add and get rid of technical indicators as we go. We want a risk management strategy that risks 2% of our portfolio. Or total cash, I guess. Let's say that. To what else am I missing? So our current requirements, we're going to go with Kraken, Python programming language. We're going to start off by using RSI, EMA, and MACD. Those are solid indicators. We can change those down the road if they're not working for us. Risk management, 2% per trade of our total cash. We need to understand what our stop loss and take profit are going to be. Hosting, we can see AWS, Google Cloud, or DigitalOcean. I think we will end up going with an EC2 instance on AWS, free for a year, and that'll give us some time to make some profit. What's missing? Are we going to make market orders? Or are we going to do limit orders? So it'll be a market order, but those market orders are only going to happen when our technical indicators are telling it to place that order. Stop loss orders. Yeah, we'll have a stop loss automatically defined, whether it's we're looking at a 10% profit and a 5% stop loss. Probably a 1 to 2 ratio there. A trailing stop, we can look into trailing stops later on after back testing. Back testing and paper trading, that's a big thing we miss. Back testing, where and what are we going to back test on? Logging and trading, definitely going to want to log somewhere. Notification alerts. There's that EC2 instance I was talking about. Okay, so this is our checklist. We are missing a few things. Okay. So, right here, the trade execution will be a market order. We will have a 2 to 1 ratio for our stop loss take profit. Back testing, I think we can back test our strategy on TradingView using PineScript. I think that's a good spot for us. TradingView. We will want to log whenever we make a trade, whether that's for a loss or a profit, or we break even. I'm sure we can add some more logging in there too. We will do log our successful API connections. Then we're going to have a few API connections, I'm sure, for historical data, market orders, and alerts. Our alerts, we will want to send alerts using email. We'll send emails to ourselves. And our cloud hosting service, we're going to use AWS. So for our cloud hosting, we will use AWS EC2 instance. And error handling. Well, obviously we're going to need error handling. So we will need error handling around market orders, API connections, and logging for now. Okay, so let's just enter that and let that sit for a little bit. So here's our deployment map. Yeah, we'll need help with all sorts of stuff. We're gonna use you. But are we missing anything else? Okay, so it's basically just saying our logging could just, we could turn that into a database. That'd be that'd be a fun project. I think we'll start with just a simple log out to a text file stating when our market order was, or if we connected to the API or disconnected, and from there we can start implementing a database down the road. Now not entirely sure if a database is required for this, but definitely be interesting. Okay, that's interesting. Sometimes Kraken doesn't confirm if a trade executed, so we might have an open trade and try to place another one. Let's not do that. Automatic bot restart in case of crash. That is a great idea. I don't want to manually restart it every time it crashes, so let's definitely have something that restarts it for us. Well, if AWS loses connection, I think we'll have bigger issues than restarting our trading bot. So I'm not sure that's going to be too much of an issue. If our bot turns off, that's different. Okay, so a analytics dashboard, that would be fun. See how we're doing. I like that. Okay, so let's see. We will want to add a automatic restart if the bot disconnects or yeah, just or if it disconnects, that's fine. We also want to implement a performance dashboard. Um, our trading log. Do want a roadmap of the steps that need to be taken. All right, Kraken trading bot development roadmap. Phase one, we're going to be on our local machine. That's smart. We don't need to host anything quite yet. Make sure all of our packages that we're going to use are installed. Connect to the Kraken API. Implement our trading strategy. This will definitely change over time. Implement risk management. That will kind of go into our trading strategy as well. Some of these are going to be on the same video and some are not. Like our back testing, that's a whole video in itself. File deployment, that'll be a video. This will just go into some of our code, and this will, I don't know, we'll see if we get to this. I take that back. We'll definitely get to this. We need to see how good our bot is. We'll test and optimize in our final deployment. All right, so we have all of our requirements, I'd say, loosely defined. A lot of these things will change over time, but we have a good roadmap on what we're going to be doing in this series and what we're going to be building out in the end.